Hello everyone, so today we'll be doing Mulan from Disney's Mulan, and I'm going to do like the two sides of her face, or like the beautiful side that everyone wants to love and they really do love, but it's a lie, and then like her real true side. So I'm starting off with the pretty side, or the painted up side. I called it the painted face side. And I'm going to be starting off with my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk as my base. I'm just putting that all over my eye and blending it in with my finger. It will be a super white creamy base. And so we can do like a whole bunch of stuff on top of that, so it's super nice to work with. I wanted her to look more like a China doll than anything, but not with a lot of red. She wore a lot of purple, so I tried to make it like a dark blue purple. Now I'm just setting that white in with a white powder. It kind of came off like white creamy, but that's okay because it still got the effect I wanted it to be. So that's what it's like so far, and now I'm going to be using my Too Faced Summer Eyes palette. I'll be mixing the color Mermaid, mostly Mermaid, and a little bit of the Plumera, right there, Plumera, however you say it. I'm going to mix that and just put that in my crease, and just blend up and out a little bit. We don't want to get this anywhere on the lid. We want to make like a really big effect with our eyes. You can kind of slant it at the end, make it kind of like a point, kind of like almondy. And now we're going to use our eyeliner. I'm using mine is from Urban Decay, the Zero liner, or Zero is the name of the glide on eye pencil, and I'm tight rimming my lower water lash line, super tight, getting a little bit thicker as we go out to the outsides of our eye. And now I'm just kind of just dragging that up and a little bit out. And it takes a lot of work to get both sides the same way. You can use tape, you can use a spoon. But anyway, I am just going to go over that with my eyeliner from NYX. It's a liquid eyeliner. You can take any eyeliner you like. My favorite is just this one from NYX. And now I'm going to do my top liner, of course getting a little bit thicker as we go out and keeping it very super tight rimmed to my eye because we want to just basically outline our eye, but getting thicker as we go out. Now with my Too Faced Natural Eye Palette, I'm going to be mixing the colors. You guessed it! Velvet Revolver and Sex Espresso together, and I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I made my eyebrows pretty much the same as I always do. I just fill them in following the natural curve of my brows. I made it a little bit stylized in the front, kind of thick, and then having like a high arch and a downward tail, extending the tail out to the end point of my eye. Not too far. But now I'm just going to take my CoverGirl Neutralizer in the color 730 and just put that on all over my face, and we're going to pat this in with our fingers. You're free to do it with a brush or a beauty blender, whatever you like. I feel like hands-on is best method for these cream kind of stuff. So I'm just going to rub that in very gently, and I just zoomed it up. So it's going to give us like a really nice creamy base. Again, you can use this with a white grease paint. I just don't suggest grease paint because it's really hard to get off. So yeah, now I'm basically white, and that's the look we're going for because they're very pale and very alabaster. It is very gorgeous there. So you can set that in with a powder. I did, and now I'm going to be using my MAC Veronica Prom Princess blush, and I'm going to be using that with my kind of like two-lipped kabuki brush from Makeup Forever. I just stuck it in there a little bit, and I'm going to blend it out. I made it kind of like really rosy by my cheeks and everything, kind of like a China doll. I didn't contour at all. I made my cheeks very big, and as you can see there. So I just blended out a little bit, and now I'm going to make my lips very red. I'm going to use my MAC lip liner in the color Cherry. We're going to go over that, and I'm super bad at drawing on my lips, so you can do them smaller. I just have very small lips, so I thought, what was the point of making them even smaller? I just made them very stylized, especially up at the bow and around the corners of my mouth. And I'm going to set quote unquote with my, again, Veronica Ronnie Red lipstick from MAC. It's a very gorgeous color. It does smear a lot, and so does Cherry, so I had to watch out. And I'm going to set this all in with my NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. It smells like butt. I don't suggest you buy this, but it is fine to use right now. And I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Telescopic Shocking Extensions Mascara. You could always opt out for false lashes, but I don't know, I figured it wasn't like that too dramatic of a look. It wasn't like a porcelain doll look or anything like that, so I just opted out for the natural look. And now I'm going to be using my Too Faced lash injection little sample there, and I'm going to be making my lashes a little bit thicker and just kind of lengthens them a little bit, not too much, but the right amount that we want. And there you have it. That is my finished product of a painted face. Again, you can always opt out for false lashes, and the key point here is make your brows very arched, make your lips red, make your cheeks pop out, and make your eyes kind of a little bit slanted. Not crazy like racist or anything like that, but just make your eyes a little bit slanted. I drug my eyeliner out in the inner corners of my eye a little bit, as you can see there, just to give the effect a little bit more there for you. Okay, so that was my first Mulan look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and moving on to our next one. So this is my really tough kind of Mulan girl. She's not really into makeup. She just wants to fight with the boys. So I already did my eyebrows. If you want to see how to do my eyebrows, just refer back to the beginning of this video. Again, I use my Too Faced Natural Eye Palette in the colors Velvet Revolver and Sexpresso, like always, of course. And now I'm going to be using my MAC Prep and Prime. I'm just going to use my eye primer in the color medium. I'm going to put that on all over my eye with a little brush, and I'm going to just blend that in there too. So just putting this all over my lid and kind of the outsides of my eye. I get really red there for some strange reason, and a little bit under my eye too as well, just so everything's on an even surface. Using Velvet Revolver, I'm going to just put that in my crease and blend a little bit of that up and out. I used the fluffy side basically to do this first, and then I switched over to kind of a darker color just to make this pop even more. And now I'm going to use Sexpresso, shocker, and I am just going to kind of fill that in my crease line just a little bit, focusing mainly on the outsides of my eye just so we get a nice fade, and of course blending that in with a different brush, but still a pretty fluffy brush, so we get that kind of nice fade effect going on there. And now I'm going to be using the color Heaven, again for my Too Faced Natural Eye Palette. I'm just going to be putting that on the inner corners of my eye and a little bit on the lid, on the inner part of the lid, and I'm going to take that on top of my brow bone as well. So it's a super natural look. It doesn't look like you're wearing too much makeup, except for the brows, of course. And now I'm going to use my Sephora Nano eyeliner. I'm just going to call it Gerger. I don't care what you call it. I don't even know what to call it. So yeah, I'm just taking that, and of course making my eyes tight, rimming my lower water lash line, getting a little bit thicker as we go out, and of course making my eyes a little bit almond shaped. I already have very bedroom eyes, not like I'm sexy or anything, not saying that I'm super sexy. Bedroom eyes mean that they just are kind of a little bit droopy anyway. They droop in the inner corners, I believe that's what the term means. So I just want to make mine a little bit almondy, since this is the look we are going for. So yeah, I'm just using my NYX liquid eyeliner, and now I'm going to be using my Benefit They're Real sample mascara, and be doing this as my first and only coat of mascara. We don't want to look like we're wearing a lot of makeup, but just enough to wow the boys. And now, moving on to face, I'm going to be using my Tarte Recreate Primer. It's water-based, so it goes on super nice. And it's kind of like a moisturizer primer all in one, which is really nice. But I like silicone best, so. And now I'm going to be using my Benefit Hello Flawless Oxygen Lamp Foundation in the color Champagne. And I just put that on all over my face using my MAC 190 brush. This brush is super nice to use, and just make sure you get everything blended. Again, you can use your fingers, a beauty blender, a sponge, a brush, whatever you want. And now I'm going to set that with my Makeup Forever HD powder. And I just put that on with a big fluffy brush. And it looks like it exploded all over my face. I used way too much of this and now it's pretty much gone and I'm super sad. So yeah, just make sure it's set in really nice because you don't want your war paint to fall off. And now I'm going to be using my Smashbox. It's just a lip gloss. I'll put the name of it down below. I think it's like Infinite or something like that. But it's a nice nude gloss. And yeah, that is my off to war look. Off to get some boys. No, I'm just kidding. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had so much fun creating this. And it was just fun to see like two parts come together. And she's just such a unique character and I love Mulan. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.